Okay, just looking to see if the audio's working properly, unlike yesterday when I forgot to turn on the microphone. Okay, just looking to see if the audio's working properly, unlike yesterday when I forgot to turn on the microphone. Good. All right, we're live. Hello to anybody who's watching or might watch later. I don't know, because I do get a bit of traffic on the on YouTube. Eventually, in 24 hours, there's somebody that watches. Actually, not just somebody, just a handful of people. So it's nice. I don't know who does, who doesn't, if they're interested, or they're just curious about what's going on. And yeah, let's see. I don't know where my camera's headed. Let me see. Okay, good. I guess that's good enough. I don't know. All right. So yesterday I did make some progress. We I went as far as, let me see how much. Because surprisingly, on OBS, when you're working on when you're sharing this, you're trying to capture a window, Microsoft Word wouldn't allow it, which is weird. Anyhow, so of so far I'm 1996 words in, which is 4 words short of 2,000 words, which is pretty impressive over the past week where I've been trying to build a story from scratch. I started off winging it, just a slight idea in my head that I'd sit down every day and just see where my mind took me. But that's not the best formula if you want to like get some serious writing done. Um, so I eventually sort of evolved and progressed over the few days, and always, so now I come sit down, start the live stream, and I already have something in mind as to where I want to take this story. However, surprisingly, not so surprisingly, I actually had an hour long text and audio voice message conversation over Facebook with a very old friend of mine. And as always, I was laughing in stitches, and one thing after the other, and one anecdote from school and from trips with weird ass people that I made, and funny stories. So, anyhow, I'm a little exhausted, but I really want to go through with this and be consistent. I plan on publishing at least 3 stories by the end of this month, apart from all the other targets that I have for myself. Well, my planner is kind of scaring me right now. So it's not just these spooky stories that I'm writing. Anyhow, moving forward, let's do a recap of what I wrote last night. So this guy is the night. So 2 nights ago, the night before the last 2 nights ago, I don't know what I'm talking about. So 2 nights ago, I sort of described a near-death experience where the guy was hit his he face planted himself into um, the bathtub, cracked his nose, bled, almost choked, and dragged himself out of the bathtub and was about to die because his body was starting to shake. He was getting the jitters. He was starting to get his flashbacks when all of a sudden a guy in a very old soldier's dress came up and pulled him out, but then he disappeared and he had a conversation. So let's read through uh, the, the, the progress I made last night. So a weird sound fills my head. Whoever thought death had a soundtrack? Yet here I am, awaiting death, and the sound of something laughing plays in my head. The pain is gone though. I must be dead. It's a man's voice. I open my eyes and see a pair of feet. Big, dirty boots. Well, see a pair of boots. Yeah, so doesn't hurt to edit. big, dirty boots. The man grabs me by the collar and gets me on my feet. Excuse me. Apparently, I'm still alive, as I can see my bruised body in the mirror. I turn my head to see who's picked me up, since there's no one in the reflection. I see an old man dressed in a guard's uniform. Not your everyday guard, but someone from an olden time. The man puts his hand on my shoulder and looks me straight in the eye. Leave this place now. Just when I open my mouth to respond, someone walks into the room. I just stand there, butt naked. It's Altaf. Altaf was the concierge. You need help, sir? He runs to grab a towel and cover me with it. Sir, are you okay, sir? Altaf grabs me by the shoulder and takes me to the bed. Okay, I'm sorry, I was reading through the wrong window. I'm sorry. All these stupid ass mistakes I make. Anyhow, sir, are you okay, sir? Altaf grabs me by the shoulder and takes me to the bed. He runs out to call for help. Moments later, there are two men in the room. One has a first aid kit in his hand. But there's nothing wrong with him. He's had a rough night. I found him standing in the bathroom. He can't talk. Just lay him down and see if there's a phone number in his clothes, someone we can call. I'm okay, I finally respond. What's going on? A man told me to leave this place immediately. The two exchange glances. What's going on? Nothing, just relax. You've had a rough night. I told you. You fell down in the forest nearby and a villager brought you here, says Altaf. But I didn't go out myself. Someone or something took me there. I sit up and protest. And now someone just pulled me out of my last breath and told me to leave. I look at my body and the scratches are gone. What are you on, son? It's the manager. What the hell are you talking about? I'm not on drugs. I know what you kids are doing these days. Listen, I'm not lying. Someone took me to the woods last night and lured me into a portal of fire. Today I almost died and someone... The two men just stare at me, concerned. I'm not going so soon. I need answers. So, yeah. Here's a quick recap of what happened. Let's see if somebody joined in. There's 3 people watching. Whoa, 1 on Twitch, 2 on Facebook. I wonder who they are. Thank you. Okay, there's 1. I don't know who that is. Let me silence my phone and see. Reveal yourself. I don't know who you are, and I can't tell. Anyhow, doesn't matter. It's nice to know somebody's watching. So 1 on Twitch, 1 on Facebook, which is probably me, because I have my Facebook live stream open on my phone. Excuse me. Anyhow, let's get back to work. So I've done a recap, and tonight, I need to conclude this. Like, it's 2,000 words in. I don't want to surpass the 4,000 word mark, because I really think I've put in a little too much detail for a short story. I mean, sure, a short story can be 5,000 words or so, but then again, you have to, when it's something so short, you're actually looking for something action-packed instead of a lot of details, so you don't pay much. You actually build that suspense while economizing on words, and that's pretty much how everybody does it. At least some of the best authors, spooky story authors, I'm not going to say horror authors or whatever, scary or whatever. I'm just going to say spooky story because it just sounds fun. Anyhow, I'm going to stop rambling now and start writing. So tonight, I literally have no plan. I'm just as blank as the day I started this project. So I'm gonna need a bit of help, which is highly unlikely to arrive because there's not. If there's somebody willing to speak up and, oh my God, Mary, you're watching. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means the world to me. Awesome. So, okay. Do you want me to recap the story so you have an idea? Or do you just want me to just get it started and you'll catch up yourself? It's nice. There's somebody watching. Somebody's watching. Let me play some music in the meantime. Let's get the mood going. Tonight, I'm kind of sick and tired of the limited spooky tracks I have. I'll purchase some new tracks eventually. But tonight, I just want to like relax. It's actually early Monday morning, but yeah. No, no, too cheery, too cheery, too cheery. Okay, okay. I'll keep going. Nice to see you too. Why am I sounding like some weird ass radio jockey in the middle of the night? All right. So the music's going. I'm gonna start writing now. All right. I'm gonna let's get some soothing jazz. Okay, this funky jazz is nice. Let's get started. Sorry. Okay. Okay, let's just switch scenes now. So he's just told him, the concierge and the manager at the lodge, that he needs answers and he's gonna move and look for him. He's not leaving, even though there was an apparition that came and pulled him out of the whatever of death, and he was literally about to die, and he pulled him out, and a soldier from another time came, pulled him out of death, the mouth of death. Yeah, if that's the way to describe it, I don't know. And he still wants answers. That's stupid, but that's how spooky stories go. It's always because somebody's dumb enough and stubborn enough to stick around, and then they eventually end up witnessing some really scary stuff. Okay, let's move on. So, change of scenes. I would say the guy goes out. Nah, I think we should speed it up. Speed it up, speed it up. Just skip ahead. The music's not making any sense. Let's go back to spooky. Just switch gears. It's all about the mood, baby. The ambience. 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 I know how to pronounce it right. Yes! That's the music I want. I don't know. Should I say, welcome home? Or should I just carry on with the story? And I don't know why I came up with that. Anyhow, these live streams are kind of fun. These live streams are kind of fun, and I mean, you know, it's something that's keeping me consistent. I mean, it's been I think 8 days now. I'll see. All right, let's go forward. Saved from the jaws of death. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, I mean, I get nervous while I'm in front of the camera, so I tend to ramble on and on and on. Thanks for that. On and on and on and on and on. Am I starting to sound like Apu or some other brown stereotype now? Anyhow, let's get back. So I was gonna come and visit you at the lodge, says the old man. That's the man that's says the old. Okay. Says the old man that saved me the night before. I bump into him while strolling through the woods. I can see a lake and a tower in the middle of it. Ah, in the woods. So this is just extra detail they know. I'll just highlight this and get back to it because I do need to connect the dots and sort of make a reference to where they are in relation to the lodge. And, reference points are good. So, anyhow, yeah, I was hoping to meet you too. Anything strange happened yet? Was I supposed to? I lie. I figured it was. I lie. I want him to initiate. No, I want him to reveal. I know. Thank you. Thanks for the pep talk, Mary. I'm so excited. The most gorgeous smile is watching me write. Oh my god. Perfect fanboy moment, you know. It's been a while since I hope your parents are doing okay. It's been a while since I heard from you. The old man. Look. Hey, good to know. Good to know. I'll say a prayer for them. Oh, that's so sweet. Give him a hug for me. Oh, thank you. Hi, Renee. It's nice to know there's somebody else watching too. Thank you. Hey, J Tez. Yeah, it's going fine. I mean, I had a bit of I sort of one of the best things about writing daily and somehow writing on a live streaming the whole exercise. It sort of made me accountable, and I'm actually putting a little more effort into the whole plot. Um, because I mean, my aim is to eventually publish these stories, be it for free or put them up for sale. But my target is to have to publish at least three short spooky stories by the end of September. Have them all edited by the end of the month and stuff. So yeah, I'm making progress. Actually, aren't you the one that referred me to the SCP site? If you are, I should thank you. I really express my gratitude from the bottom of my heart because I just went through the website. There were a lot of technical complications with the whole membership thing, the processes and how you tag stuff. So I don't know if I'm ever going to publish it there, but it was really, really helpful. Please let me know if you're the same person. I have a feeling you are because the way that you're talking. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but the you really helped me sort out the story because I went through a couple of stories and it sort of, it was like that perfect aha moment where I realized, yeah, I'm just rambling. I need to, like, um, condense the whole thing because it's, supposed to be a short story, especially if you're just starting out. Nobody wants to waste a lot of time in your crappy details. So yeah, I actually restructured the whole story the next day, and since you weren't around, I got a little carried away. But yes, you did help me, and thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me. Seriously, you have no idea how much you helped me. And since then, I've actually written. I've made progress. I'm 2,000 words in. Actually, by now it's a little over 200, 2,000. And I've been writing consistently, and I'm kind of excited because I've thought of a plot loosely. Yeah. So that's what I love about the internet. That's one of the reasons why I actually started live streaming in the hopes of running into some perfect strangers who are generous enough and kind enough to help me out. Because it's not easy. I mean, I've been reading since extensively since the past 3 years, and but then again, reading does not necessarily translate into good writing unless you actually start to write, and because you've got so many ideas and you need to, sort of focus on one. And yes, it really helped, and I literally restructured everything the next day. And I've so far written two I mean, at least they're spooky for me, two fairly spooky, scary scenes. And yes, I hope. In fact, if you could drop me, like, I don't know how Twitch works. I don't think, I mean, if you can drop me a private message, I'd appreciate that, or maybe connect somehow. Um, yeah, that'd be amazing. So that way, at least I can share a draft of what I've written so far. And thank you once again for helping me out. So yeah, yeah, that's it. Enough gratitude for now. Help me again, please. Anyhow, I'm gonna get back to the. Thank you, means the world to me. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna get back to the story. Start the music again, and yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You have no idea how much you've helped me. You know what the worst part about writing a spooky story is, especially if you're a wuss? It's that if you're writing it in the middle of the night and you have to turn the lights out and get a ring light set up so you can, I'm more visible and not so rusty and crusty on camera, is that the slightest bit of noise, especially when you have your headphones on, the slightest bit of noise sort of scares me. Just 2 or 3 days ago, my roommate knocked at the door when I was in the middle of a spooky scene, and it scared the crap out of me. I'm surprised I didn't scream or whatever, scream like a little girl. But yeah, it was, it was scary. And then just now, I think I felt something. It was just the air conditioning kicking in. Anyhow, getting back to it, I'm kind of enjoying it tonight, especially because I have one of my favorite friends that I've known online for ages, at least like a decade or something. And then somebody that helped me out at the start of this story is back. I don't know if they're still around, but yeah, amazing. Oh, hi, thank you. Creativity in progress. Yeah, I'm kind of chickening out too. I'm kind of scared. The room's dark and I'm all by myself in the apartment. All right, getting back. I'm sorry. No, not really, because I'm just winging it. I normally come around this time or so. I need to sort of come up with a schedule, but if you could suggest the time, in your time zone, I could match it up. I do want to take I mean, I'm dead serious about this because it's high time that I actually publish something because I mean, I work right after I get off the live stream. I actually start working until the next evening. So this is the one time where somehow this is where I find the right, you know, time where my creative juices, because clearly my creative juices just kick in during witching hour. So it's 2ish in the morning right now, and yeah. So where are you at? Where are you from? I could probably just sort of figure that out and schedule accordingly. I've been streaming for an hour, and more or less I've been writing since the past, I would say, 25 minutes, because I start the stream and then it starts off with me telling you what's going on and just reading out what I'd written the last day, a sort of a recap, and then yeah. So do let me know if you would prefer a schedule. Okay, cool. All right, so I'll make sure. I mean, I can't promise because I'm still trying to like fit the writing into my schedule rather than have a set time for my writing and then schedule everything around it. Because I have like very odd sleeping patterns. I actually end up sleeping at about 2 in the afternoon until midnight at times, and then I make breakfast and stuff. So yeah, enough rambling. I'm sorry, but I'll try and sort of stream around this time. I mean, I have somebody that helped me through this whole thing. This is the least I can do. All right, getting back. Oh, okay, okay, all right, cool. I presume it'll be 5ish in the evening, or if you're, okay, I guess that's enough asking. You can disclose as much as you like or as much as you don't, so I won't push it. But yeah, okay, getting back to the story. I have a loyal follower. Do. I follow him along a gravel pathway. Our shoes make a crunchy noise as we walk. After what seems like another mile, we're at a single-story building. We reach. Beautiful village architecture. Let me pull out a typical Pakistani village home. So post-colonial construction is somewhat similar to this. I'll copy and paste this image into the WordPad file. So I hope that works on WordPad. I'm not really sure. Just so you have like a point of reference. So I mean, this one's a lot more contemporary, but post-colonial construction in Pakistan, especially, and so this is like a terrible picture, but it's actually just a little wider, and it's mostly just a single-story structure. So this and a chimney, especially in places that are very warm, they don't really need chimneys. But I'm not really sure. I don't think I've seen it. Well, even if they have a chimney, it's a lot less contemporary than this structure, and it's mostly a British design, and they have high roofs, high ceilings because it's so hot. It sort of helps with the circulation. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna remove the picture again. Picture, all right. Beautiful village architecture. Let's see if I can find colonial farm. Yeah, found it. Found it. Yes. Okay, gonna copy this image and paste it here. This is the kind of oh. Ah. What the okay. Yeah, this is what they look like. Um, kind of like they're kind of they're like huts, but they're not. And yeah, and they have these breezeways, like verandas. Yeah, that's a more appropriate term. They have these wide. Weird question. Does signaling for a dog to stick the same as to stay? Stay would mean that you stay at a particular spot, but when you're grunting, because it's kind of weird here. We don't like the villagers. They don't communicate with their pets the same way that we do. So it's like, hey, Fido, stay, Fido, or heel, Fido, or I mean, even if we're talking in Urdu, which is the local language, we always like have complete sentences. But with a lot of village folk, it's different. Um, it's like just grunts and certain noises and whistles that are. That's how they work. I don't know. Maybe they're not too comfortable having a conversation with their dog. Yeah. Sorry, Mary, I didn't catch your question earlier. So there's your answer. I hope that you know. Okay, you want me to wait? I think I'm gonna be streaming for another 15 minutes or so, and then call it a night and get back to work. I still haven't eaten anything. I might just order takeaway or something. Okay, so you want me to wait? Oh my god! Rotting bed frame! Two people that I know from Twitch! Woo! Two random people from. One is in the Philippines, the other one's in North America, and one of my oldest friends, and like, oh, it's okay. I haven't been keeping a schedule. I've been streaming every night, but it's not really on a schedule. But I so appreciate you guys showing up. Actually, how many people? There's 4 people watching, 2 people on Twitch, 1 on YouTube, and 1 on Facebook. I'm starting to get famous. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been missing out on your streams too. Yeah, 4 viewers, and 2 of them are people I just met a week ago. One of them helped me in framing. Yeah, Twitch famous. No, I don't think. Did I get here from a raid or something? Now I have no idea. You just popped up in my comments and you said, "Have you heard of SCP?" And because you could clearly tell I was struggling with my story, and no, 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 no. Oh, rotting bed frame. No, no, no. I love watching you stream, especially because you were the first streamer that I saw writing, and then you introduced me to this whole world of people, of Twitch streamers on Discord, and so you actually got me started, man. It was just I joined in your stream, and shortly after I started streaming, I just hit stream now on OBS, and I just went crazy, and I really appreciate how you sort of helped me out, even though I was spamming on your Discord server. So that's, once again, I'm going to repeat myself. That's what I love about the internet. People, you run into bullies every now and then, but it's not very often. But you run into some of the most amazing people that help you out, that in ways that normal, your everyday contacts would never would, because it's primarily the internet. So it's just people with common interests coming together, and I'm rambling again. So just in case you guys want to connect, I've got my Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram handles on screen, so you can thank you, I appreciate that. So you guys can check me out there and connect. I'd really appreciate it. It'll be nice, and I would love to be able to support your work as well. So going back, another 10 minutes and I'll be off. I've been streaming for over an hour now. I'm not really sure. Let me check. OBS has stats. So I've been streaming for an hour and 12 minutes. I'll stick around for another 15, but oh my God, I'm so excited. I didn't know that. I'm so glad you got the drive to write and stream. Streaming is great. And you were spamming? I didn't even see. It's okay. Besides, I want peeps to be able to feel free to shout at themselves. Thank you. I really appreciate that, man. That means a lot. And normally, if you do that on anybody's server, they're gonna be like, they're very strict on it. We have a no spam or self promotion policy. Just get the fuck out of here. Okay, gonna remove the picture, and from the colonial era. Okay. Okay, why mention the Rottweiler? Okay. Okay, cool. Thanks a lot. I'm glad I bumped into the right, person. Because you know how the internet is. You end up getting kicked, and then you're pissed off for the next couple of days, and you're regretting spamming because spamming is bad and blah blah blah. Yeah, yeah. True. I mean, I've been bullied all my life, including my parents, my best friend, and my teachers at school. So, at 38, I really don't give a damn about bullying anymore. Oh, of course. I'm sure you can trust me. You can take my word on that. Oh, I'm fairly I'm close to 2,400 words now. I've written thanks to what's his name? I'm sorry, the alias. Um, JTez, yeah. Thanks to JTez, I ended up revising the whole story. I think it was two days in, and I'm 2,400 words, close to 2,400 words. I'm close to them finding out what's going on. The first night that the kid comes in, he after I redid the whole story, the kid gets yeah. So the kid gets lured into a a portal of fire and gets lured into a portal of fire, and then what happens? Hang on. Yeah. And then this guy called Ajmal, who's a landlord in the nearby area, comes and saves him, rescues him, and then takes him to the lodge where the kid is staying. And the next morning, he has a near death experience. I think I got a little carried away with the whole death scene, but I think it is spooky enough. And then he all of a sudden there's an apparition that pulls him out of the jaws of death. Thanks, Mary, if you're still around. uh, yeah. What are you laughing at, J Tez? But yeah, so that's what happened, and then now it's day two. It's day two of his vacation, and he's already back with the old man called Ajmal, the landlord, and he is gonna find answers. So tonight was less suspense and more story development. Let's see how many words I'm in. Okay. Huh. Yay! I'm 2455 words in. I'm planning on keeping it within 4,000 words, and yeah, I'm trying to keep it within 4,000 words. So we're pretty. I would say we're quite close to the end. I think I'm gonna add in just one major scene, which is gonna not a major scene, but actually sort of make it very spooky and sort of like a flashback to the past where the guys, the Ajmal actually, the landlord Ajmal actually tells them whatever happened in the past. So just a heads up, I actually did some research about this town. It's called Sheikhupura. It's about 40 minutes from a big city in Pakistan. It's called Lahore, and it's a 40-minute drive from Lahore to Sheikhupura. Sheikhupura has a fort from the Mughal era, and it is one of one of the internationally renowned haunted places that's been shut. Oh, Mary, thank you. God bless you. So nice to see. So yeah, yeah. So what happens is this guy. So the Sheikhupura, there's a fort from that's at least 600 years old. That's been sealed off from public access because it's haunted, and a lot of people that have visited the place or like live nearby, they okay, actually, if so here's like a ghost hunting show that's in Urdu, the local language of Pakistan, but if you they do have some seriously creepy drone shots of the place, and I'm gonna put a link in the comments so that if you guys are interested you can check it out. But so you won't get the language, but you will. I think you will be able to appreciate the drone shots. And right next to the fort is what is it? Yeah, right next to the fort is a monument, a tower that's like that was essentially made for one of the Mughal in memory of one of the Mughal emperor's dead antelope. And legend has it the antelope would this was a hunting ground, and legend has it the antelope was so well trained that it would actually lure bait the other animals to come closer so that the people could hunt them. And that's where what I'm trying to do. If you can see, the story's called The Bait, A Journey to Doom. It's not going to be an antelope that lures them. Yeah, this is scary, and this video I just shared with you, this was just shot a couple of weeks ago by one of these YouTubers in Pakistan that actually go looking for trouble in haunted places, and like I said, it's all in Urdu, so it would not make sense. But if you just look at the video, there's some very spooky scenes, and also if you look at the drone footage of off the fort, it is pretty scary. So legend has it that I told you about the monument for in memory of the antelope. The name of the antelope is Mansraj, which is I'm gonna have to look it up, but we could do it later. Yeah, and in the fort, the deserted fort now, the abandoned fort, you can actually see a woman in a white dress, and these ghost hunters caught them. I'm not the one to fall for a lot of this stuff. I mean, it's scary and it's fun, and it's it gives you goosebumps. but I think it's fairly real, especially yeah. And Mary, I'll post the link on Facebook too, so you can see it if you're interested. So yeah, going back to the story. Yeah, so there you can see a headless guy on the premises. Because it's if you look at the drone shot, so this is it's a big fort in the middle, and it's raised from the ground, and it's all cordoned off. You can't enter, but all along the fort, there's like a complete city all around it, and there's people who live like within um, um, 200 meters of the fort, and there have been witnesses, eyewitness accounts of people saying um, they've seen a woman and and a headless guy. So yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I changed the spooky animation at the top of the stream with a kind of like a ghost. So yeah, I'm actually very happy tonight because this is this is the highest number of people I've had in my stream, and I just connected with two people that I met at the start of this project of mine, and I really appreciate you guys helping me out, and you know, and yeah. So I'm just gonna wrap up tonight's entry. So I follow him along a gravel pathway. Our shoes make a crunchy noise as we walk. After what seems like another mile, we reach a single-story building. Beautiful village architecture from the colonial. Beautiful village architecture from the colonial era. Salam, sir. A servant walks up to us and greets us with a smile, and like clockwork, runs to the door to let us in. It's a gigantic but modest house. Get the guest room ready for our young guest, commands Ajmal. Okay, so I will end the stream here and grab a meal or grab a bite and get back to like stuff that actually pays the bills. Yeah. So the life and times of a struggling writer. Well, I'm struggling to keep to get into that routine and the schedule. That's what I'm struggling with. And yeah, well, that's true. And thank you to everyone that joined in. Thanks for the new amazing souls that I've met on Twitch just because I decided to explore this. Okay, Mary, would you say? Of course, I would never forget you. You do know that I actually long to see that gorgeous smile. It's like one of the most. It's like I've actually titled it "A Smile to Die For." So it means the world to me that you guys joined in. I'm gonna sign off now. I've made good progress, and it actually felt good. The best part was people joining in, and I'm loving how much progress I've made just through this tiny effort of setting up my Twitch and OBS, the whole live stream thing, because it's helping me out. I wouldn't have written like anything until now if it wasn't for this. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. And JTez, just I'll try my best to be around on at the same time, because I really need to up my game like gradually and like develop a schedule. So yeah, I'm gonna sign off now. Don't forget to big smile just for you. Okay, thank you, thank you. All right, you're gonna make me blush like a little kid. Mwah, love you. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.